All right, I don't know how many people are here, but um, give me 1 second and we could just dive into that. Live. All right, so quickly share this and then we can get started. So category is gaming. Why is the category gaming? No, that's not it. Do they automatically give you a category? It's giving me gaming for some reason. Education. Education? Finance. Do they have finance? I guess it's education. All right. So I'll wait for some people to get in here, then we'll dive into what I'm talking about here, which is obviously the burn rate. All right. How's everybody doing today? We got 14 people that are here on YouTube. We got 3 people that are here on Twitch. I appreciate you guys being here. Good morning, George. Good morning, everybody that's showing up. Any subscribers, any members? I appreciate you guys for being here. Hit the like button on the way in. Yes, that's one thing you guys should do is as soon as you open the video or open the stream, hit that like button. It does help out the channel quite a bit. We'll wait for some more people. We got 22 people here so far, and we'll definitely dive into what I'm talking about here. Which I mean, it's simple, but there's also a bigger picture to it. So I don't know how well my videos did yesterday. I actually didn't read any comments or anything. Typically, I do go through and read stuff, um, but I haven't read anything this morning. Eric, good morning. Matthew, you'll finally have some money to spare, and it's all green. Never fails. I hear you. It's where we need to like just relax. Where you take a step back, and I know it hurts to not invest the money that you have. It's kind of like burning a hole in your pocket, but you rather be safe than sorry, because if you invest at a high day and it ends up coming back, it doesn't look good for you. It doesn't look good for anybody that does that. But at least it's not like you know insanely green. You have things that are up quite a bit, but at least it's not like you're seeing 20% for the entire market. Because if that was the case, then it's like, oh well, 1% is not that bad, but it is all green, and we're sort of hovering around some of these areas that are high points. So yeah, good morning. As you join, please press the like button. It helps the channel. It does. Thank you for saying that. Thoughts on krill? Low supply, but is it popular? So That's the thing, is it's not popular right now. I know it only has like a couple of exchanges that it's on. It's not on a lot of exchanges, and I think the if it had a lot of exchanges and then it did not have the volume, then I would be worried about things. I do have about $5,000 invested into Krill coin or Krill token. Um, and where it is currently, it's at a low point. I believe it can go a lot further than where it is. So my opinion on Krill is I believe it's a strong position for me, at least. And I have my different selling points that I'm going to make my profit at, as well as hold on to for a little bit longer. So I do think Krill coin is pretty great. Um, uh, if you dollar cost average, I believe in the project long term. Don't go all in. If it's green, go a bit at a time. Price won't really matter if you believe in the project long term. 100% true. Unless we are at a price to where it's kind of high, like BNB for me. I think BNB does have a lot of potential long term with all the burns that are in place. But if we're just looking at where the circulating supply is right now and where the overall market cap was, you're really looking at it only 2xing from here, which wouldn't be the biggest return, but it would be a return nonetheless. So, yeah, I just made a big profit on GRT. That's fantastic. But anyways, let's get into what we're here to talk about, which is Shiba Inu. So, Shiba Inu yesterday, I made a video on it, and I'm gonna bring up my video really quick before I get into all of this. But I did make a video yesterday talking about the burn rate, and I don't know why I didn't get a thumbnail for it. What the heck? Why didn't it post the thumbnail? So I guess I just have a video that doesn't have a thumbnail, and it didn't get the. What pisses me off. Sometimes I go into the video and I put what the hell I need to put, and it doesn't freaking place it there. And since I didn't check it, how am I supposed to? All right, well, whatever. Let's go back to my channel. Now that only has 700 views, which brings down the overall average, which sucks. But anyways, I made a video yesterday, right here, where I just changed the thumbnail. But basically, Shiba Inu needs change, and the change that we talked about in that video was more pertaining to this right here, the burn rate. The burn rate was down to 205,000 SHIB in a day. 205,000 SHIB. Basically nothing really, right? Nobody was burning anything. We had this larger burn, which was about a day ago, a little bit. So the overall burn rate was down by 99.13%, 0.13%. And I was just like, this is insane to see that it's down that much after everything that we have done. Everything that we have done with the whole community, building different businesses and all that, we have not had a consistent burn rate, and we want to see that consistent burn rate to where we should be at 1 billion coins, 2 billion coins a day, something like that, because we have a lot of different businesses and burn rates that are associated with it. So I decided that I was going to burn 19.4 to increase the burn rate. So I was going to burn 20 million, but it cost me 600,000 in order to, for a fee. So it was 19.4 million that I burned just 19 hours ago. And over the last 24 hours, the rate is up 21 point, or sorry, 10,000%, 10,617%. In the last 24 hours. So I basically single-handedly raised it just by, burning off the coins. And it's not saying that, oh, well, I'm burning off these coins and I should be treated as like the best person ever for doing that. No, it's kind of showing us something. It's showing us that we are not burning at the rates we should be burning. And for everything that we have done for the Shiba Inu community, the coffee company, the gaming companies and businesses, bigger entertainment that's now not there, right? The overall burn portal and how much we were burning then. It goes to show that all these businesses can be created and can be burning Shiba Inu, but nothing is 100% sustainable besides if we have something related to transactions or related to the actual ecosystem, and built into the ecosystem. And the fact that it's not built into the ecosystem is the reason why it does not last. So, um, yeah, I've burned off a total now of 300 million coins, which is still not even close to a dent in burning off 1% of the overall supply, because there are 1,000 billion and a trillion, and you need to burn basically 5,000 billion coins or 5 trillion coins in order to burn 1% of the supply. So know that this is great that we increased the supply by 10,000%. Fantastic that we increased the supply by 10,000%. But there's so much more that we need to do when it comes to burns. And I hope that Shibarium can provide that thing that we are missing, where it's the consistent burn rate to where we can see 10,000, or 10 billion or 20 billion or 1 trillion burn off in a month or something. Like, that's what we want to see. We want to see more and more burns that go through Shiba Inu. And, we're just not seeing that right now. So, yeah, if you need some sort of proof that I did burn off that 19.4, and I'm not telling you, hey, I burned off the 19.4 and not giving you that. I can't show it on here because crypto.com doesn't allow me to do that. But if I needed to show you guys, what I did here. So if you look down at the bottom of the screen, I now have 258 million. You can see at the bottom of the screen. Let's see if it pops up. Come on. 20 million. You see 20 million that I sent. That was the 19.4. And you're going to see that there, 19.4. And then I had a 600,000 fee. Bring that in. Boom. So just to give you clarification, because I know there's people going to be like, I need proof. You didn't really send 20 million in the burn wall. I mean, it's 20 million. I know it is like $300. So I basically took $300 of my own money and threw it in there. There's been a lot that I have literally sent. I've sent more to the burn wallet than I hold, which is amazing to say. So yeah. Just wanted to make sure that everybody, believes it. I just bought 5 million more SHIB. What price do you think SHIB can reach with the current circulating supply? So current circulating supply, I would say a drop zero would probably be the level that we would be pushing for. One drop zero as well as 0.0002 would be $100 billion market cap, which is not insane. And it's not an insane price increase because from where we are right now, it would be a 5x return. Up to 0.0001, just that drop zero. And then if we see that double from there up to 0.0002, well, then we're looking at a 5x return multiplied by 10. So then you would see that 50x return for us, which is fantastic. It's not what we hoped for, getting millions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever, but it is something way more than what we would get in any other position. So either way, I expect so much more out of this. I just want to see more burns and lesser circulating supply that is there. And, with the way that we're burning, seeing 2,000 that's burning, 500,000, 400,000, 41,000, 1.3 million. And then obviously, without the 19.4, we're down to a lower burn rate anyways. So like it's just to show a message. That's all it's about, is to show a message or display a message that we need to find a way to increase this burn rate. And I hope that Shibarium does that job to where you don't have to rely on 7,000 businesses to Damn, I thought you hit 200K. No, I didn't hit 200K uh, subscribers. No, I didn't hit 200K. What price you think? Oh, I read that. SHIB only going to burn trillions after Volt does. What? Millionaires will be made in an instant. I believe you, Matt. Thank you. How many SHIB tokens do you have, if you don't mind? So I have 258 million. Yeah, I burned a total of 300 million at this point. And yeah, I have 258 million. So I burned more than I actually hold, which is great to say. Um, how do you like the Galaxy flip phone? I have the Fold 3 and been wanting to switch to the flip. So I like the flip. I actually want to switch to the Fold since I have a lot of productivity that I do on my phone, or I need to do on my phone. So um, it's a great phone. I really like it, and the fact that it's always protected is fantastic. You know, you never have to worry about that screen. I've dropped it plenty of times with the case on it, obviously, but you don't have to worry about the inside screen really being messed up at all, and you don't really have the outside screen besides this little thing here. You know, so um, I like it. I like the phone. My wife has one. Erica has one. Um, and I think she has the newer version. I think I'm pretty sure she has the newer version, and I have like the flip 3. I think she has like the flip 4 or something. I can't remember, but I have a flip. She has a flip. But yeah, she likes it. I want to go to the, like I said, the Fold, because I feel like I would get more out of it, because I do watch a lot of content on my phone or respond to people on Patreon on my phone. So, and be able to post different content from my phone. So, yeah. The only thing is that I use this a lot. I have a magnet car thing, and right here and in the car, so that I can just attach it there, make sure it's always charged, and um, play music for the kids. Um, I think Shiba Luna going to $100 today. Trust me, bro. I believe you. What's up, Matt? What's up, everybody? How you doing, Devin Payne? I don't know if I've seen you here in a while. Good morning, anyway. Good morning. Sorry, Matt. The comments are coming in weird order. No, you're good. I read them in weird orders, anyways. Next generation network and AI token making moves. 137 holders in 3 weeks, and the major news is this week. That's great. Why is Baby Doge burning more? And I like the way their burn is set up on the web page. Easy to understand and see where the coin is and how the burns work. Your thoughts? So I believe they have way more supply. The reason why they're burning more is because they have way more supply. They have like 420 quadrillion is what I understand. I believe Baby Doge has that much. So by percentage, they're definitely, either way, they're burning more than Shiba Inu by percentage, because Shiba Inu doesn't have anything set up in the actual project itself to burn Shiba Inu, to burn the coin. So either way, they're going to burn a lot more percentage wise. However, they still do have a very, very high supply, having 420, or technically 231 quadrillion coins. You know, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. So you're burning more, but it could be less, depending if Shiba Inu had some sort of mechanism to burn. Top Wild Volt holds 13, whereas the others are less than 3. What's your take on Dogelon Mars these days? Thanks. I haven't looked into it in a while. I haven't really heard too much about it. but it is up 3%. 55% of the supply is out there, which is good. I think that's an increase from where they were. I'm pretty sure. You have one, let's see, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, 1 quadrillion coins, at which you probably do have some that's burned off. I can't remember what it is. Um, but you do have 43% that's in this contract address. I believe that's the Methuselah Foundation, right? Um, and as they release coins, I mean, it just dilutes the position. And when it's fully diluted, maybe it could be some sort of a play. You have 149,000 holders, 146,000 holders. Wait, sorry, 147, almost 147,000 holders. Um, and it's not a bad situation. It looks like majority of the volume or holdings go on crypto.com, which is interesting. Um, so yeah, I think once it's fully diluted, then it could be some sort of a play. But the fact that you don't have it fully diluted, um, that's where I would just sit on the sideline and wait for anything to play out that way. Because once it hits its lowest price possible, then you can really make a move into the position, knowing that all of that supply is released. Um, and I don't know if they would have any type of burn rate associated with it, but right now it doesn't look like a play. It looks like something you can watch until everything is introduced to circulating supply, and then you can go on about your day. You know, I missed out on Jasmine. It will be 1 penny soon. I did see it was at like 8.0 or 80% of a penny. Let's just say that. I don't know where it is right now. I haven't looked at it in the last maybe couple of hours. Yeah, we saw it. It was at 0.000 or 0.008 or 80% of a penny. And it's definitely making some good moves. You're seeing some volume, a lot of volume that's going into it, 200 plus million that goes into it. And I'm happy to say that, you know, I'm able to talk about this because of the fact that it has the added circulating supply and doesn't really have much dilution to it. So happy with that. Yeah, I'm 4x the amount of money on Baby Doge. That's phenomenal. If you feel like you can gain a lot with it, that is great. Um, and by August, do you think our economy will have a leg down or a leg up? Just really like to see crypto just pump like crazy this year. So that's where we're kind of trying to get an understanding of things. It seems like every month we're trying to, break down the CPI data, understand um, the interest and the interest rate hikes and all of those things, and we want to make sure that the economy is flowing the right way, right? If inflation continues to start to drop, which I don't know, right? If inflation continues to drop, then we will continue to have bullish momentum in the markets because it just gets better for businesses. It gets better for institutions to invest, retail investors to invest, bigger whales to invest because they start to see, the economy recovering, right? Um, and I really don't know. I really don't. I want to see it recover, completely recover, but a lot of people believe that this is going to be like kind of a false recovery or like kind of like an uphill downhill situation. Like you're going uphill here, but then you got to go right back downhill in order to get to your destination. And that's what people believe is going to happen, that we're going to see inflation start to rise again, and then the stock market and crypto market and all markets really start to fall again. Um, so yeah, I don't know. And then when it comes to like real estate and stuff, I know there's definitely a difference in where we were with a more of a buyer's market, which now I guess kind of transitioning into like more of a middle ground where it's not really that huge buyer's market like it was previously. Like I see people that are or that were selling their houses for uh, a lot, and I see people trying to sell their houses for a lot, and they're not getting any bites. So it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Uh, and I hope Elon pumps hard like Shib did. Well, you only time will tell, and I think when it comes to Elon, you have to wait for that supply to be introduced. I can't physically get into it and know that there is a massive supply that's out there, 40% or whatever the percentage is. So much of the percentage of the volume or of the supply is out there and can be sold off. And if it is sold off, then it's not a good situation because then the price goes down, right? And what do they do? What do they do with it for um, these foundations and stuff? A lot of times they use it for funding. And when you use it for funding, you have to get it to a real dollar value. So you take the coins and you sell those coins for actual dollars. And when you sell those coins, all the investors are hurt. So, Matt, have you tried Chat GPT? I have not tried it. I've seen people use it, and I've seen people complain about it. I've seen people, talk about how it's going to make you a ton of money. I have not tried Chat GPT. I don't know why I can't say that today. What are your thoughts on holding Bone or Leash in addition to Shib? Perhaps what ratio would be optimal? So I think it's great to hold. I don't know about Leash, right? I haven't seen too much that's going to apply for Leash. However, if Shiba Inu and Bone are running, Leash will also make a move, and Leash has less of the supply, from what I understand. So if they have less supply and a higher price point that it can get to, higher potential, I mean, you could potentially see a hell of a lot of an increase of money. But you can also see the same thing with Bone or Shiba Inu. So for Bone, I think if Shiba Inu is going to catch fire with this burn rate, it's going to be because of Shibarium, which means Bone is going to be a major part of that. If you have a lot that's going through the burn rate for Shiba Inu, that means you have a lot that's going through in people using Bone as a form of gas fee. So that's giving it a larger use case, which elevates it to a whole new level, especially when you see a lot of people buying Shiba Inu or buying Bone or buying Leash or buying whatever else is on Shibarium, Ethereum, it doesn't really matter. It's giving them so much more, and Bone will be that much bigger. So I'm not saying Bone is not a good play at all. I would never say Bone is not a good play, especially with the connection that it would have with Shib. But this is what we all wanted, right? If the beginning you had some sort of connection with Shib, Bone would be a lot more popular than it is right now. And I think it still is going to be popular, but it would be a lot more popular than it is right now if they had some sort of connection from the beginning. If Leash had some sort of a connection with Shiba Inu from the beginning, it would be insanely popular. If you gained rewards in Shib or something that simple, Bone and Leash would be very popular, right? If Bone was the one that burned off Shib and Leash was the one that provided rewards, it would have been a no-brainer. People would have been like, oh yeah, I'll take that. I want more Shiba Inu. I'll hold Shiba Inu, I'll hold Bone, I'll hold Leash, I'll do all of that. But the fact that they didn't do that, that's where it didn't really give us the popularity within those two. But they didn't see that as developers. They only saw Bone and Leash and wanted to further the growth there. But now they finally see it, hopefully. And hopefully everything that they build develops or adds Shiba Inu into the mix. Because I think it would be a bigger deal. Elon is a gamble. Elon is a gamble right now, yes. Bones Day is coming. You're probably right. We're in an accumulation stage right now. I was looking to get into Reef, actually, but need to do more research. Chat GPT is garbage. I hear people like it. Good morning, Matt. Is the bull market reemerging this year? Do you think we can see enough burn volume for Lunic and Shib to get to $1? Also, do you see a future / use case for Doge? Thanks. So for the Doge question, yes, I do see a future use case for Doge. It seems like you're always going to have that connection to Twitter, and eventually you're going to have that. But I'm not so sure how much of a solid use case you will see with it. I feel like the Doge creators or Doge creator does a good job, not with like creating use cases at all or doing anything there. With all of the hype and everything that's that's out there. Um, I think he does a good job, or they do a good job maintaining all of that hype. But I do want to see any type of, um, I do want to see some type of use case with it. I just don't know how. It would be some form of payment, but then again, I don't want to pay with an appreciating asset. If an asset is appreciating, I don't want to pay to buy a depreciating thing. So whatever you can end up using with it, I don't know the use case. So I don't know. I really don't know. But with the amount of holders, the amount of people that believe in the position, I mean, it has the popularity. So all you really need is that use case, right? But when it comes to Shiba Inu and Terraluna Classic, I think Lunic will burn enough, right? I don't know how we will get there, whether it's the repeg, whether it's different businesses, whether it's a 1.2%, or exchanges start to burn. I don't know, but I think we will get there, and we will see development, and we will see it, kind of get to that level to push it to a level of $1. Just know that we need to take baby steps for all of these plays, and I think we need to look at where the current market caps or the max market caps are for Shiba Inu, for Terraluna Classic, and understand that Terraluna Classic can get to a penny at a $60 billion market cap. That's not crazy. Shiba Inu can get to a drop zero at a $50 billion market cap. So that's not crazy. However, we need to factor in the burns and see how much it's going to burn and what the price is going to get to. Because again, we need to baby step our way there. Are we going to see it just automatically pump to $1? No, because we need to see the burns that happen. Now, if we haven't, all of a sudden just a crazy burn that comes out of nowhere from some sort of business or an exchange or Terraluna Classic themselves, that would be amazing, but we don't know if that's going to happen. It's not like everything is CRO where they burn 70 billion coins or 70% of the supply. I mean, it could be, but we don't know, right? Baby steps, like the movie What About Bob? I don't know if I've ever seen that. I'm very hungry. Hi, Matt. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's having a nice day. I think it's a good start to the day. It's 9:52, or sorry, 6:52. What is up with me? I am insanely dyslexic that I just saw a 6 as a 9. Only token to be paired with Shib is half Shib. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. All Doge is the OG meme coin. Its functionality is trash. Well, yeah, there's no real functionality at all. You're right. But yeah, I guess you can say that. I like to call them popular coins, and anything that's created based off of that coin would be considered a meme coin. So things that are being created that are like Doge this, Doge that, Doge this, Doge that. I feel like those are meme coins, and the ones like Doge and Shib and whatever else that's really popular, those are considered the popular positions, positions that a lot of people are investing in, not just memes, even though it was created as a joke. Where I am, it's 3:52. Jeez. Matt, are your fingers crossed for Terraluna Classic, or is it a dead or no hype project? For Terraluna Classic, no, there's a lot of hype with Terraluna Classic. So the latter is not true at all. My fingers aren't crossed for Terraluna Classic. Um, they're crossed for a certain price, but they're not crossed for Terraluna Classic. I believe Terraluna Classic is gonna be a mover regardless. And if you find a way to take profit at certain levels, you will make money. You will make money. I'm pretty much 100% guaranteeing that this will move to way higher levels. You will make money from these points. Now, whether you decide to take those gains is on you. But when it comes to like, is it going to get to a penny? I believe a penny, it can definitely get there. And I believe that there's a high chance that it will get there. But when we're talking about levels of 2 cents, 10 cents, 50 cents, a dollar, that's where I'm kind of crossing my fingers, showing that we implement something to burn a lot more, right? Because um, that's what I'm hoping for. But no, I'm not just crossing my fingers for, a project that's a dead project, because it's not a dead project. Guys, we have 151 people here. If you guys can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I think all of those things are in the description. You can trade with KuCoin. If you guys want to sign up for KuCoin, I think KuCoin's a great platform. I just really started using it recently, and I would love to do a review on it. I also have a link for Webull and crypto.com down there if you guys want to check those referral links out and get some free money while you're there. First time seeing you. Are you a long-term investor or do you trade short-term? So I do a little of both, right? I would say with cryptocurrency, I've been doing more longer term, but it depends what your definition of long-term is. I mean, I know the standard definition is 1 year, but typically when I look at long-term, especially in crypto now, it's like anything that's over like 6 months is considered to me long term, not tax wise, because tax wise you still have to pay the short term capital gains tax. But I would look at it, anything that's over like different months, you're looking at more longer term as a swing trade. But for certain projects, it'll be long term and short term. So let's go through my Coinbase, investments here, right? So I have Ethereum. Ethereum, I invested $6,000, I believe, into it, and now I'm at a gain of about 1,900 within it. What my plan would be for that is to gain my initial investment from the beginning. So when it does run to about 4,000, take 2 coins, take my initial investment. The rest would sit in there for more of a longer term move. I would keep about two for extremely long term, to where I would put it into a ledger, and then go from there. Same thing would go for Krill. Krill, I would, I'm going to take my initial investment when it does get back up to close to some of these all-time highs, $4, $5, something like that, which would be $5,000 as my initial investment, keeping $9,000 in there, or 9,000 coins in there. Same thing for farm. I have a certain level that I would sell. So there's always a profit-taking strategy for me, to where I take profit to gain my initial investment, if not a little bit of profit, and then let the rest ride, so that I'm basically investing on nothing but gravy, nothing but extra money. So typically I'm doing both, short term and long term. Just to answer your question, that was kind of long-winded. Thank you for that super chat, XXI Gaming. MetaMonkey AI will be Big Matt. Remember, I told you so. South Korea president just had a meeting with MetaMonkey AI. The article is on Yahoo Finance, with what they have done in so little time. It's truly amazing, and the utility is wild. Well, that's good. That's fantastic. Like I said, I haven't looked into it a ton. I know that some people look into it quite a bit. You're seeing about 10 billion coins in self-circulating supply, which is the max supply, which is great. You're not seeing a ton of volume. That's what I want to see, right? Because if you have a ton of utility, or a lot of people that are looking to get invested into it, the problem is that you're not seeing a ton of people that are invested into, or that want to invest into it. So I don't know how long it's been out here, but it looks like it's been out here for a number of months now. I would expect to see a lot more holders within it. We're seeing about 1,110 holders within it in a matter of, a few months or so, a couple months. So I would want to see a lot more volume, especially for the quote unquote like crazy utility, right? Amazing utility. And I would want to see a lot more that flows through this, through LBank, through Bitmart, through Uniswap. It has more exchanges than a lot of these other coins out there that actually have more volume with less exchanges. So it's great to see all the exchanges, but you need to see that volume pick up quite a bit before, for me, it would be any type of an investment. But that's great if it's making anybody some moves, anybody some money. That's fantastic. But it's not an investment for me as of now. I can't say that it has the build for me in popularity to propel it forward. But um, it could be something. I could be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. Don't uh don't think that I'm gonna be right here by saying MetaMonkey AI is not gonna be a play, but uh I just don't see it. I've only been out for 5 months. That's a good amount of time. I know. I've seen things that have been out for 1 month that have had millions of dollars in volume. That's what I mean. Like if you have all of these exchanges, you should see more volume within it. You know, not saying that it's horrible. I'm just saying they need to pick up the volume. And I think it could be done with more utility and different things and different hype that's being built. So it could be done. Imagine a token with the perfect kind of price, perfect meta, and perfect community. What are we talking about here? Why are we getting people talking about half SHIB? I hope not mentioning that, somebody mentioning that one time was just like, oh, you know what, now this is the play. Yeah, what the hell are these comments? Somebody else said, like, what are these comments? These bots are wild. No, I don't want to look into it, so I don't like spamming. So the more spamming that happens, the less likely we will even touch it. Do you believe SHIB is going to kill a zero? I do believe they're going to kill a zero. Uh, if other people are calling out that there's a common problem, then it's definitely a common problem. SHIB is going to burn 200 trillion before Shibarium. Why is it going to burn 200 trillion before Shibarium? Uh, cameras in the chat. We saw the SHIB burn and SHIB burn in the cover. So you're getting paid to spam it? Because okay. Someone said I am a bot. The chat went left. We were supposed to make a right turn and went left. So we're in the wrong area here. But anyways, let's look at where cryptocurrency is right now. Let's see what's trending. So different things that are trending right now. In the last 7 days, we've had AGIX has moved 195% or 673% in the last month. So this has moved a little bit. It is down quite a bit, 8% today. And we see 60% of the supply that is out there. Only 2 billion total coins or max supply for coins. But yeah, it looks like if we get into what this is all about, anybody easily share, monetize AI services thanks to, yeah, because it seems like AI plays are definitely doing what metaverse plays did last year, right? Metaverse plays would increase a crazy amount, 4x, 5x, 6x in a matter of a month because people are really talking about AI plays. So you have probably a lot of YouTube videos that are talking about what are the best AI plays to be in, just because people are excited about Chat GPT and all different other AI plays. And yeah, I mean, that's why you're seeing this really run, probably because of the fact that AI is artificial intelligence is kind of here. Um, but yeah, that looks like that's trending in the right direction, I guess. Taboo is trending. That's up 22% and up 43% in the last 7 days, 357% in the last 30 days. You're seeing Hyperchain that's up 2,000% in the last 30 days, but it is down 18% in the last 24 hours. SDAO, that's up 273% in the last 7 days, 469% in the last 30 days. So if we just look at this, just look at the last 24 hours, ALX, I don't know what that is, but it is up quite a bit, 24% in the last 24 hours. You're seeing a total of 155 million coins, a total of 1 billion coins. It does have an unlimited max supply. You're seeing millions that are flowing through it, $140 million market cap. The We're seeing the price rise, really out of nowhere. We look at all history. It really was released recently, and you saw this at a level of $1. It did decrease down to 43 cents, and now is back up to about 90 cents here. Does show a little bit of potential, but does also show a lot of dilution here as well. Um, we have bot spamming hard for that green money. Scamist hard. I'm more of a full shib kind of guy. That's funny, David. That's hilarious. Um, Out that energy and working. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna need Shib in full. Hey Matt, please can you check out Terra on Coinbase? I see that it has the same price in market supply as Lunic, but is listed as Terra on Coinbase. Um, is it? See, I don't know how to search for it. Simple. I'll go to simple. And I could search for. Oh man. Yeah. So it's a way of tracking it. So they track Luna, they tracked Terra, I guess that's what you want to call it. But I guess yeah, this is a way of tracking it. Now you can't buy it here. You can buy it with Coinbase Wallet, but since it's not fully tracked here, it's not something where they have the actual coin symbol. Um, and I guess since they don't have the coin symbol, they just have it listed as Terra rather than Terraluna Classic or anything. But you do see everything up to date. It's breaking everything down, where the market cap is, all of that stuff. But it would give you more information if if it was tradable in there. So yeah, it's there. It's just not purchasable, right? I'm about a dollar. What is this? 50 cents. Everyone here has wait. Everyone here about half ship. We're not spamming for green candles. We're looking for a bigger community. When you see a few months, you all know. No, I just don't want to. It is spamming. If you have a lot of people that are literally just calling for a different position, it's not like it's not organically coming in, right? If people that I know and have seen in this channel or outside the channel have come in and said, you know, hey, here you got to check out Half Ship, right? Um, or whatever, I probably still would be hesitant because the fact that it's kind of living off of the meme, right? And it's literally surviving off of a meme. When I look at, Shib, I look at popularity and it organically got there. But when it comes to something like a different project, like Baby Doge or Half Shib or Vault, when you have the people that are coming here and not organically, bringing it up, like, oh, I saw this position that was moving, or I invested into this position. It's not something that people want to talk about. Like, I don't want to talk about. I really don't want to talk about Vault because a lot of people come here and just go. They'll do the the little volt symbols, or you will see a ton of people that will just say, "Oh, well, Vault Inu is better than Shib," and all this other. It's not organic, right? It's not. And when you do that, I'm not going to look at it, and most people won't. So you kind of need to change the strategy a little bit. Um, Something that feels organic is like, I just recently invested into this position. Can you tell me about it? As simple as that. Like, that's not scamming, that's not spamming, and that's not looking like you are any type of scammer or any way or any bot or anything, or having a bunch of people come in and just spam the chat with certain things. There's only 200 people here, so we don't need spamming. Like, that's the difference maker between, you know, actually having a coin that can grow organically versus one that's literally just built off of hype, that you have a bunch of people that go to a channel and just talk about it so they can look at it. And I'm not. We're more likely going to block you than we would look at it. So change your strategy a bit. Uh, don't say you have to buy it, but everyone, this Sunday Lunatics Token Twitter Space, major announcements. Um, I'm talking major. All right. It's great. Are you doing anything to stream it, Trev, or are you just being a part of it? We organically are coming from a Telegram. Someone shared your channel. That's that's what I'm saying. It's not a like that's more of just like, hey, this person's talking about crypto. Let's go and mention it over here so we can look at it. I That's not what I want. I'm more likely not going to talk about it, not going to look at it, not going to give it the time of day. Um, it has to be more organic than that. Whenever someone brings something up, it's like, I invested into this position. I feel like it's a good play, but I may be making the wrong move. Like, that's an organic way of bringing something up. Like, it's not just telling your community to go over and chat away. Like, change your strategy. Now, even if you change your strategy here, I'm not going to look at it because of everything that transpired. But next time you go to somebody, change it a little bit, and only have one or two people that go over there and just be like, hey, look, I invested in this project. Tell me what you think about it. It doesn't have to be, oh, this is going to 100x, because everything apparently is going to 100x in the next, few months. So give them a reason, to be interested. That makes sense? Do you have any knowledge on what's going on with Shib Eternity revenue? Have they been burning? No, they haven't been burning. They keep saying that. I know they mentioned it just recently, saying that the burn is coming, but it's been what, 5 months at this point? Like, it's not even to a point to where you're like, oh well, we're burning every month or every quarter or something like that. No, they had revenue because people bought things in the games. They bought in-app. They had in-app purchases. People that are using it, advertisements, all those different things. They have revenue, but they're just not doing anything with it. And that's what kind of concerns me for the Shiba burns as well. For Shibarium, is like, are they going to live up to what they're saying here and not just like not provide things? Because they didn't provide rewards for the burn portal. I got no rewards at all. Um, they aren't burning for this, where you have the game, and there's other things that are there too that I just can't think about. But um, now you have Shibarium, and it's like, are they going to live up to it? You know, and I hope they do. Because Vault is going to be look at it instead of leading everyone in one tunnel vision direction. Oh man. If you look at my portfolio, if you think that I'm leading anyone into one vision, one tunnel, one investment, that's crazy. I've never led anybody into one investment. I do talk about those investments as popular positions because there's a lot of information and they're the most popular positions out there. But there's a lot of plays that I talk about, and when we look at my NFA channel, you see all the different cryptocurrencies that I talk about as well. Um, Sorry, I will be there listening, but it already will be on Twitter, so no reason for me to stream it. That's not true. That's not true at all. Um, with anything like that, if you stream it, it brings more popularity, more eyeballs to the names. Even though it's on Twitter, uh, Twitter is not uh, Twitter's not YouTube where you can have more eyeballs on the conversation and then people asking, what is this? Um, Twitter, yes, you still have that where you have Twitter spaces, but you don't have as many people that are joining or that can join it. Um, and people that probably want to hear it from the Terraluna Classic community as well. So I used to do all of that stuff. It's just a lot of times on the weekends now I don't really have a ton of time to do anything. Um, Maybe this weekend, possibly. I don't know. But most weekends, I don't really have a ton of time. I record my videos early in the morning before everybody wakes up. And then when everybody wakes up, it's like usually family days that happen. But I would love to be able to stream during the weekend. I used to do it all the time. Um, but now that we have two kids that are always moving, it's definitely difficult. Okay, in 2 years, AGIX will be worth uh, a date with a robot. So by now, if you're into uh, recent oil, I hope this is organic. It's funny, I'll tell you that. Um, but yeah, I just looked into AGIX a little bit. Um, the crazy thing is that you saw a larger increase, so you might want to step back and look at it because yes, it is coming back by 7 or 8%, but you saw it up 600% in the last 30 days. So yeah, be careful with that. Guys, we have 181 people here. If you can hit the like button, please do so. If you don't like the content and you want to hit the dislike button, please do that as well. Because either way, it creates engagement, and I'm happy with any type of engagement. Yeah, don't dump on Vault Inu's actually got some serious utility. Also, Vault Change will make every crypto deflationary. I like Vault, and I'm in it. Don't dump on it. So I'm not dumping on it completely, right? I dump on every position, first of all. I dump on Terraluna Classic, on Shiba Inu. I show you the positives and negative sides of things. And I think one of the negative sides of things for Vault Inu is the amount of spamming within the community. That's probably the only thing that I don't like. Um, and I don't like version twos or threes or anything like that. But I'm starting to get comfortable with them because a lot of them need some sort of adjustment. So when you think about it, I'm getting more comfortable because of Ethereum and its version two, um, where you have an improvement, and a lot of times you do need that improvement when a version two comes and it literally is doing something where it just decreases the overall supply and doesn't just fix something or change something within the project. um that's where I don't like it, like what it did with Safe Moon. There may be some Safe Moon people here too, where Safe Moon basically had a certain supply and decided that the supply was too high, so that's when they decreased the supply. Like, that's not a reason to create a version two. If you're looking transition to something new, a brand new chain, or um, you know, some sort of new consensus, then yes, I can understand that. Um, because change is good, and I don't want to make it seem like change is bad. Um, so yeah, not saying that Vault Inu is horrible at all. I know there's a lot of investors and there is some popularity that's in it. I just don't like spamming within communities, and I try to stay away from a lot of those that spam within the community. I like organic mentions, and that's how you see growth. Um, so much growth where people are like, "Hey, I invested $5,000 in the Vault Inu. You check it out." Um, and I've checked it out before when people have asked me. Maybe I'll do it then. Yeah, it's always great to have a couple of eyes. Just make sure, you got to have that title that, um, maybe if sort of what the news is, and you could say, hey, um, you know, Lunatics token has huge news for Terraluna Classic investors, like things like that. Um, then you have a bunch of people that show up that may not have ever seen your channel, and you gain subscribers off of it, as well as you gain eyeballs on Lunatics token. And yes, you may have to respond to some comments that are like, um and the good thing is that you can listen to it and everything, but you'll have comments that you can also just literally talk to the community with, and not have to worry about, talking to another person in an interview. You can, pause the audio and, say what you're feeling, or jot down your notes, and then afterwards give everybody, exactly how you're feeling, and all of that stuff. And it's something that I used to love to do, and I still would like to do, but haven't had many AMAs with Shiba Inu in a while. Um, and yeah, I mean, maybe we should do it. Hey Matt, do you think Shibarium will be dropping around February 14th? No, I don't. Uh, no, there was no official release date, but so if you don't notice that, Ryoshi, so let me see if I can. Give me a second. If you don't know why we're here, I was talking about the 19.4 million, and if you missed that, literally within the first like 20 minutes of the stream, I started talking about the increase in the burn rate by 10,000%. But let me go and look up Shy. If you don't know, he doesn't have the what is it called, like that phrase or whatever he was saying in the bio, in his description up here. He did have it, and everybody was like, oh, heart-shaped box. Maybe that's where they released the beta, but I don't believe that they're going to release it on the 14th. I mean, if they do, that'll be great, but I don't believe it'll be released on the 14th. And if it does, I'll be happy, and I'll come out and say that I was wrong, but I don't believe that it's going. Um, so, anyways, YouTube. Yeah. So some people just don't have Twitter. There you go. So if you have time, do it. Make sure you have a good thumbnail, good title. You can get some decent viewers out of it. Some new subscribers, some uh, super chats as well. Maybe some members. All those things. I just went over AI tokens earlier. Um, he likes it. He likes it's like metaverse last year. It's the new fad. Be careful. So yeah, I think you're definitely going to see a lot of hype building behind these, and if you're seeing them increase by hundreds of percent, you do need to be careful, because if you're going over here and you're looking at different plays like, AGIX, which I'm not saying is a bad play at all, you're going to go look at a play like this. Let me show you. And then you see it's up 661% in the last 30 days. Understand that you're going to see retracements, right? You're going to see these retracements in these positions where people are gaining so much. It's not just for the fact that people want to invest in long term, which it does build and will stay at a higher point for the long term, but it will not stay at the highest points that it can get to, right? Because as you look at this as an AI play and you're like, yes, this is going to be great, it's going to run, it's going to make moves, understand that it is still an investment right now. An investment means that people want gains. So they're going to get into the play, see it grows by 600%. They're going to get out of the position, and then they're going to wait for it to retrace before they invest more money into it. That's just how it's going to work. That's how any investment works. And I don't know where the peak point actually is. Maybe it's further than this, maybe it's not. But at this point, for different investments, you may have missed the short-term boat for AI investments. So just be careful with some of these. I'm not gonna tell you not to invest. I'm not gonna tell you that it's going to absolutely skyrocket. But you have to be careful because when things move this much, the fall can be just as big. But anyways, let's talk about what some of you guys have not seen, which is the 19.4 million that I burned for Shiba Inu. So basically, it was all hovering around this burn rate. So the burn rate yesterday, or the last 24 hours, right, was down 99%. It was at 205,000. So I said, you know what? I can increase this burn rate by just, me investing or me just sending this to the burn wallet. I could probably increase the burn rate by, 1,000%. Well, I ended up increasing the burn rate by 10,000% over the last 24 hours because I did burn 19.4 million coins or tokens. And the reason why I burned it was not just to increase the burn rate. It was kind of just to show you guys, look, we're not doing what we thought we were going to do. It's been 2+ years, and we expected to see 1 billion coins burn off a day, 10 billion coins burn off a day, whatever, right? We expected to see a level where we can burn trillions in a month, and we have not seen any of that, right? Shibarium still hasn't been released. We understand that. The game has been released. We've seen no burning with the game. We've seen no or less burning with the burn portal because people are not burning as much as they did in the beginning. We see very little burns that are coming from different businesses, and those things are just not sustainable, right? When they end up getting to a point to where it doesn't look like it's building the traction or building the hype around the business and bringing in new people, you're just wasting revenue. And a lot of times you have to cover your expenses for maintaining that business. And it ends up going out the window because we're not seeing as many people that are getting interested in playing the game, in doing whatever, right? Brickbusters and the coffee company and everything. You have to cover expenses. And if you can't cover expenses, you're not going to be burning. You're not going to have a business anymore. Bigger Entertainment decided not to do it. They're often doing their own thing. But the point is that we're not seeing many burns that are going through. And this just shows that I hope that Shibarium will be that thing that we need, because even though we can have utility for Shiba Inu, with Shiba Inu, all of that, it's still not going to be the best option besides something that happens directly with the transactions. So if we can get to that point, we know that we will have a lot more burning. And that's why I keep pushing this over in Terraluna Classic. The transactions need to be the kind of main character when it comes to the burns. Like they need to be. So 1% attacks that associated with it would be the biggest player. And the fact that we are not taxing as much as we were before, every single day we are losing out on more and more burns that we could be doing just because we're all greedy, just because everybody wants to see 1 million of their supply instead of 900,000. Right? If you're seeing 900,000 and you're making $900,000 versus seeing 1 million and being at $1,000, I'd take the 900,000 any day. And the same thing goes for SHIB. So we need to look at this definitely differently, and hopefully Shibarium can provide way more burns than what we're expected. So yeah, only one project that is burning Shiba. Um, and we spammed it and it won't be looked at. Oops. What are you even talking about? All right, now like this is getting just ridiculous. Um, but anyways, there's nothing that's burning Shiba. There's nothing that's doing that right now. I don't care how much we're looking at it. Even the 19.4 million that I just burned is absolutely nothing compared to how much the total supply is, compared to how much Terraluna Classic is burning. We're not burning anything. So different businesses that are essentially burning Shiba Inu, nothing's doing it. So the only thing that we need to burn is not another project, is not another coin, not another thing, another business, another product or whatever. It's nothing there. We need transactions to burn it. That's the only thing that we need. Now, if you see that Shibarium clearly won't burn much, will you sell your Shib? Um, it depends with the decrease in popularity. I would probably say no, um, but I would definitely give up on the dream of a $1 or yeah, I would definitely give up on the dream of $1 or 10 cents or anything like that because um, or even 1 penny, because we still have the ability to run to higher levels. However, the dream to get to 1 penny or 10 cents or $1 would be like officially dead if it doesn't burn enough, or if we don't see the potential to burn enough. So I would say no, I wouldn't sell my SHIB there, but I would sell my SHIB earlier than what my overall profit taking strategy would be. So you would see me take profits a lot sooner and collect my initial investment before we end up taking off. So it would be just like every other position. For me, with Shiba Inu, I have not collected my initial investment. For Terraluna Classic, I have collected my initial investment by multiples, by 100x basically. But for Shiba Inu, I have not. So at that point, I will find a way to collect my initial investment plus profit. And I just hope we see the potential that leads us into burning a hell of a lot more. But it definitely makes me think. Farm is skyrocketing. Is it making a move? I didn't know Farm was making a move. I did see we were up like 5% at one point. I think it was yesterday. Um, so yeah, it's up to $40. I expect it to move a lot further than that, but it's up 0.39%. We're seeing a $27 million market cap, $1.8 million in volume. We don't typically see a lot of volume through this since it has a low circulating supply. You're not seeing as many trades back and forth, as many movements, like people are holding it and doing that. But um, I expect so much more out of Farm when we see a bull run. I can't wait to see what that ends up being. Any thoughts on our new uh, co- so I forget what it's, community outreach. I forget what it's even called. But isn't that Lunatics token? I mean, that's amazing. I hope they can do a good job. I don't know what all of that entails, but it's good. It looks like it was um, uh, they won by a landslide, or from what I saw. KuCoin is back staking with Lunic. They aren't just going to give up again. Good morning. I'm late. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Either way, I appreciate everybody that is here. Let's actually at in about 15 minutes. I don't know how many members we have here, but I want to go to members only. I don't think we have a lot of members. If you guys want to become a member, it's 99 cents to become a member. and I make it cheap so that everybody can become a member. And we also get all these people that are talking about that are spamming positions. They don't come in here unless they want to pay $1, which most likely all of them do not want to pay $1. And you know, that's why it's good to have that. So we're gonna do members only in a few minutes. If you guys want to become a member, again, it's only 99 cents, and you get the benefit of being able to ask those questions and figure out what positions you want to look at. In my opinion, on those positions, community oversight committee. There we go. I was gonna say outreach. I don't know why I said outreach, but I also don't want to say the abbreviation of that because obviously the way that it's spelled is not um, perfect. You could just say COC. Hi, Richie's Plain Talk. I didn't get to thank you yesterday for the gifted membership. Thank you. That's nice to thank him. Most people don't know how to say thank you, so that's amazing. Toshi said they're aiming to burn 100 trillion SHIB, which is the goal. Um, People need to be patient. Didn't Doge take 7 years to take off? We don't need. So this is the thing: is that I don't think we need to always look at other plays and how long it takes to take off. Because the reason why Doge took off was because of the meme behind it, right? And how people started to live with that meme and started to understand that, hey, if Doge can get to $1, this is how much we can end up making. You can be a millionaire. You can make this much money if it gets to a certain level. Um, that's the reason why it took off. And I think Shiba Inu is within that era of um, seeing a lot of these plays that may not have utility from the start develop utility based on the amount of popularity they have. So I'm not saying Shib is not going to make moves. And Satoshi also, I'm not saying he is, but he may be lying there just to keep a lot of people involved in whatever projects he's building. But I'm not saying that that's true. I think Satoshi um, has shown promise in the past. It's just a lot of things have fallen through the cracks. Like we haven't seen the burns that are coming through with any type of game. Right, the game should have been bigger. It had over 100,000 downloads, and a lot of people that were using in-app purchases. Why can't you take 5% of that and burn off Shiba Inu? I know it's a lot of money, but they want to keep it for themselves. That's where I start to worry about Shibarium. Now, I do believe Shibarium has the potential to do that. I just don't know. We don't know the percentages, the um, the amount of cents per transaction that's going to go towards the burns. Um, but yeah, I think it has the potential to do it. And with any type of business that's going to use Shibarium, yeah, it has even more potential to do it. But it it's tough. It is tough. And we also don't know how much volume is going to flow through there. So there's a lot of variables that take place. And if there's not enough volume, maybe you won't see as much burning. And maybe it's a burn that happens after the fact. Like they build up the certain amount of Shiba Inu and then it burns off SHIB, or they build up a certain amount of money and then they eventually burn off SHIB with a certain pool. Because if they do it that way, I'm kind of thinking that they're not going to do it. And that they just want to see the volume that happens within Shibarium. So yeah, it's a little weird there because I don't know if they do it automatically. Then okay, we can see burns that are happening automatically. But if it ends up being, hey, we you have to pay in bone and a certain amount gets stored aside, and they're not letting us know what's stored aside, and then they just tell us, oh well, we're gonna burn it, we promise. Then it's like, are you? Are you really? So let's let's lower our expectations. I want to lower my expectations so that hopefully expectations are hopefully the actual is a lot better. As a Shib YouTuber, this pisses me off. People dump on Shib all the time, yet I can see what's happening behind the scenes. Everything is being set up. People act like the Shibarium is a light thing. What? This is exactly the reason I gave up on Shib, took my losses, and now I'm all in on Luna Classic. That's a real opportunity. I think they're both opportunities. It's just the depends on um, the people that are leading them, right? And I do think the people that are leading Terraluna Classic, we seem to be going sort of in the right direction. Not all the time, but it it also depends. Like there's just so much that uh, the success of these projects depend on, and the variables are insane. The amount of variables. Um, what's up, everybody? Hey, Crypto Keeper. Pronounce it like Coke, Coke, and get your mind out of the gutter. I mean, really, it doesn't have an e at the end. Why are you pronouncing it like Coke? And even that is still not good to say on YouTube because they may interpret that differently. That's my neck, like, oh, why my neck hurts. Maybe I'm looking sideways for a long time. I need to do neck rolls. Oh, um, someone needs to start dispensary and name it Shibawana, Shibjawana. And every gram sold burned Shib. Now we just get some buyers. I mean, it's not a horrible idea. Fire King, you've been a member for 20 months. That's amazing. Thank you for being a member that long. What do you think about Tectonic? Not sure if you follow it at all. I'm up 100%, but very unclear about the future. So, um, it's great if you're up 100% on Tectonic. I really don't like the fact that there's a lot that's in the top like 8 wallets. It's like 76% or something like that. So either way, I think it has some potential. For me, it's not an investment because I have certain things that I invest into, and that's one of the things that I look at. I lost 60,000 because of Shib. That's horrible. I hope that you can find a way to get that back. Um, but that's bad. Um, yeah, hopefully you can find a way to get that back with some sort of growth. Did you invest in at the peak point for Shiba Inu? Where'd you invest to lose $60,000? And how much did you invest to lose $60,000? Now, what do you do with the USTC you get from staking? Do you just keep it? Yes. So I still have my USTC. Let me go over to my wallet, maybe? Yeah, my wallet. Oh, here we go. I have my USTC. I have 3,891 that's there. Um, and I just let it accumulate. I don't know what it will be, but I just let it accumulate. Yeah, so anything I get, I just collect it, sit on it, and yeah, pretty much it. And everything I am collecting now, I'm not, or you know what, I am finding a way to restake everything. So, or unless I burn off my 10%. So I'm going to, but I keep about 1 million in here in order to, if I wanted to do a proposal in any way. So that's always there. Whoever donated my subscription, thanks. Also, they're going to update Station on mobile. I'm not so sure. I know they said something about it previously, but it hasn't. I don't think it's been in the cards right now. I think they were mainly focusing on the desktop app and the Chrome extension. So I don't know when that will be, but I don't think it's done yet or even close to it. Bullish on ADA, XRP, CRO, ETH, Shiba, and Lunic. Yeah, I mean, all of those are great plays. Terraluna Classic, Shiba, Ethereum. I'm bullish on all of those. CRO, I'm bullish on that. XRP, I don't hold, which I probably should. ADA, I do hold, and I'm very bullish on it. I've talked about it plenty of times on my NFA channel. If we go over to my not community, we go over to channels on my NFA channel, which again, if anybody is subscribed, thank you for getting me to 16,000 subscribers over here. Also, let me know what you think about this. I know some people may not be interested in that, and maybe some people aren't interested in reactions. I like reactions, right? But I also haven't talked about credit cards in a while, and I love talking about credit cards, but it doesn't seem like the reactions are getting. I mean, I don't really post too much on there, so I want to post a lot more. But maybe I should change this into just a or keep the reactions. I don't know, or change this into a credit card channel or something, because I can talk about credit cards pretty much every day, and talk about the benefits of what bonuses you would get and all that stuff, which I used to talk about a lot on this channel. Um, but now that I post 3 videos a day really on crypto, it's very difficult to post any other videos on this channel as well. So um, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing that. But I do, if you guys want to subscribe to the NFA channel or the golf channel, feel free to do that. We're starting to get some views over in the golf channel, and we're getting some views over in the NFA channel, especially like the Cardano video. Cardano is turning heads. Don't miss out. We're getting some decent views over on this channel. So again, if you want to subscribe, go ahead, subscribe. Good morning, Matt. Hey, just wanted to thank you for all the valuable information you share. Thank you. You are appreciated. I appreciate that. That's one reason why I left my job, a year ago. A year ago today, actually. Wait, is it today? Hold up. I think I left on the, no, I don't know the exact day, but it was in February. So literally I have been jobless. No, I've been out of this job for a year, a full year at this point. That's amazing to say that I have not worked a 9 to 5 in a year. Um, and I'm able to do this full time, and it's because of you guys, right? Everybody that's here, the 236 people that are here, maybe you're new to this channel, but because of all the new people, the people that consistently watch, the members, the people that send super chats, everybody, I'm able to do this for a year. That is phenomenal. Um, and it gives me so much time to spend with the children. It gives me so much time to be able to take them to the bus stop, take them to daycare, go on different trips. I can't wait until the summertime to be able to go to Hershey Park with Harper and take Hayden to the movies and take Harper to the movies and do all these different things that I want to do with them and spend time with my children because they're off from school. And it's all because of you guys. Um, I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in 18 years since a teen. That's phenomenal. So you've owned your own business there, or you've like invested, or like what do you do now? But I was finally able to do this and develop this business, doing this. But I want to make this something a lot bigger, and I would love to be able to do this without having to worry about the views that come in, and I think Patreon is the way to do that. If I can develop a community to where um, we have all the things that I'm doing here, but without having to worry about, hey, let's just talk about Shiba Inu because the views are a lot more, and I have to make sure that revenue comes in because technically this is my 9 to 5, right? Um, it's my business, it's my baby. But I also would like to be able to do something where why are they jumping upstairs? They're just they're just jumping. So if you guys want to subscribe to my Patreon and be a part of that over there, I release videos sparingly over there, and I want to release a lot more content when it comes to trending information. It comes to anything that may be recently added to coin market cap, anything that has any type of interest behind it, anything that has any popularity behind it, AI tokens or whatever, right? I want to release that information on Patreon and spend a lot more time over there. And if we had more of a focus over there and more of a build, more revenue over there, I think we could do a lot of our main focus over there. So, um, yeah, I became a barber right out of high school. Oh, so it's like a personal barber? Are you a travel barber or like a barber in like a certain shop? Do you own your own shop? If Shib hits a penny, we can all be financially free. True. You have the opportunity to be financially free. This is where it gets difficult. When you do end up making money, you can all have the opportunity to become financially free, but a lot of people don't know how to function off of those. They'll just end up spending all the money. It's like when people win the lottery. You win the lottery, and what's it, 70% of people that win the lottery go broke? That's a high percentage. And the reason why they do that is because they end up overspending. They don't set their future up. You should always set your future up first and take whatever's left. And then, you can invest and give away money and all this stuff. Because once you win the lottery, the first thing that you're seeing is people that come to you that um, you haven't talked to in years, or your family that's like, hey, guilt tripping you. Like for me, if I win the lottery and I've been playing the lottery 20, like say it's 20 years I play the lottery, because I've been playing the lottery every single day, or every single time it's played. I play the lottery every single day, and it's been thousands of dollars that I've spent on the lottery. They've done nothing to help out with that. However, it wouldn't be something where I would be like, hey, I'm giving you $1 million. It would be something like, hey, I'm buying this property. You can stay here for free. And, or all you have to do is pay the taxes. That's it. Um, and, like with my mom, I would give her a house, and then just, you know, have her either pay the taxes, or I would pay the taxes. It doesn't really matter. But what would be the point is that you own the property, so the property has value to it as well. So then eventually you still have that wealth that's there, and you still have that income property after, uh, God forbid, anything does happen. So yeah, I mean, it's it's difficult to deal with, because then once you make say $10 million, people are going to ask you for a million. It's like, ah, you got a million. I technically don't. I made 10 million, but I have to pay 5 million in taxes. You know. Anyways, guys, let's go to members only. If you guys want to become a member, feel free to do that. It's 99 cents. I make it cheap so that everybody can comment. And if you want me to look at something specifically, we can always look at those positions specifically. So feel free to become a member. It's 99 cents. Cheap. Very, very cheap. Cheap suits. Cheat suits. Um, my shop has 7 barbers, including myself. My barber pays me 250 a week. Oh, that's great. I started as a private barber in a suite. I've had my own shop for about 6 years. That's phenomenal. That's what I love to see, is like, you creating businesses, people creating businesses, and, you know, um, doing something where they're not really working a 9 to 5. Yes, you are working a lot of hours in the beginning, setting everything up, and you don't have to be there in the end, right? Um, but you're giving yourself, you're owning a business, you're giving yourself maybe the free time to do whatever you want to do, especially if you have managers or other employees that can really run the shop, or run the business really. So it's amazing to be able to have that type of freedom. I want to buy Jasmine for now. You think it's still too late? So I don't think it's too late, but I do think that you want to probably get any type of a retracement, because it is moving. It's up 5 or 6% today. We saw it up to about 80% of a penny, 83% of a penny to be specific. Um, but right now it's down below that point. So we know where the higher point is, meaning that yes, you would still be investing at a higher point here, but you are a little bit lower than where the highest point is. So that's a good thing to take in, to know that you still have growth potential from where we are up to the highest point. But it's totally on you if you want to dip your toe in the water. I would never look at, if you're looking to invest $1,000, I wouldn't go all in. I would probably put somewhere around, I don't know, 200, 250. And if you want to be more bullish on it, 500. And then if it does come back, invest the other 500. Um, but it just all depends on your strategy to go into it. I already made my move based off of what I saw, and now I'm sitting, up, I think about $200 or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how much it is. Up $134. So I'll take that. I'll take it any day. Any day of the week. People say they work for themselves. Shouldn't say they don't work a 9 to 5. We work harder. Yeah, you work even harder, but it feels like you're a little bit free to where you don't have the obligation to um, to your manager or to that business itself. Like you define what the goals are. And if your goals, if you're very ambitious, yes, your goals may be a little bit more aggressive. And then you're doing more work than what you would do in a regular 9 to 5, but it's for you, right? It's different when you're doing it to further the revenue and further your business versus, doing it for that business where you are further in the business, but you get no more money for it, right? You get no more appreciation, no more money for that. So it's a different feeling. And that's where I like the fact that if I work as hard as I can, I know I can make way more money than what I was making at my 9 to 5, right? I'm making $100,000 there, and I'm able to make, which I showed you guys, over $130,000 on YouTube. So plus other stuff that's out here as well. I don't even really push my merch at all, and I could push it. I could have a bunch of different merch that have like Terraluna Classic or Shiba Inu or whatever, right? I could have that merch, but I don't, right? And maybe I should. Maybe I can find a level of success there as well. But the point is that I'm able to work harder and make more money versus at a 9 to 5, you work harder and don't make anything more. And if you're lucky, they'll look at it and say, you know what, you've been going above and beyond, so we'll give you a 2% raise. Okay, thanks. I've been I've been working for this for a full year and now I get a 2% raise. That's fantastic. It's like, come on. And then you look at the next person that they hired, and they hired them for what you're making, if not way more than that. Most likely way more than that. And you're just like, okay, well, I guess I'm not valuable because I've been here for so long. So I don't know. I don't want to work a 9 to 5, so I start a business, and now I work 24/7. Yeah, that's it. The thing is like I said, you work 24/7 to make your revenue better, to make your life better. Uh, it's just feels so much better, even though you're working more. Exactly. Entrepreneurs are the people that work 80 hours a week to not work 40 hours. Yeah, that's true. That is true. It's true. I can tell you that I I do work a lot, and I feel like I'm always on it. And I don't want to sit here and say that, me working on YouTube and doing what I'm doing now is more labor intensive than anybody else's job, because it's not. It's more of a mental process, and everything that I've done in my life has been more mental. So it's been more, uh, it's been less labor intensive, and I've just been really working my brain to death. Um, Boss makes a dollar and I make a dime. Uh, Usually it's worse than that. For me, I was working for a business that was making hundreds of millions of dollars. Um, if not, if we're looking at the parent company, billions of dollars. Um, and yes, they are a not for profit. Um, but when the CEO and CFO and all of these people are getting paid 500K, 600K a year, plus bonuses of probably somewhere around 50 to another 100K or something. Um, I seen it as the finance person. I was just like, all right, well, I'm getting paid pennies here. I mean, technically, it's not pennies; it's like a fraction of what they're getting, but still. And to look at the overall CEO of the hospital, right? So the all the hospitals, the whole company, the parent company, they're getting paid a lot more than just $500,000. I'll tell you that. When I say seven figures, I mean seven figures. Um, we need to get Matt over 200K subscribers. We're so close. We're at like 196, and we're pushing. We're actually growing a little bit more. Last month has been horrendous. Let me quickly go into my. Last month was horrendous for subscribers, and I don't know why, We didn't really have a crazy amount of views, but it was horrendous, absolutely horrendous for subscribers. Let me see. Go back here and go to analytics. Let me see what it was. January. I'm looking at January. January, we gained 728 subscribers, which is 1,700 less than usual. And that's usual over a longer period of time. Typically, how many subscribers we gain per month. Let me go ahead and fix that. I don't know why it's not popping up with subscribers. Typically, how many subscribers we gain per month. We've had months where we've gained 11,000, 10,000. You know, that's the highest point. We've seen some where we've gained 3,000. The last couple of months from October through this month, we've really gained less than 1,000 subscribers each month. In December, it was 135 subscribers. That's really low. And it happens. Where are we at in February? I think in February we're at a decent pace because we gained 213 subscribers over these first 6 days, or 8 days. Yeah. Revenue wise is not perfect, but still. By the way, not sure if this has been asked before, but how much Lunic do you think will be burned by Binance on March? Will it dump after it doesn't meet expectations? So I think no matter what, we will see an increase. It's just whether we will see a larger increase or not, right? So if we see like 100%, I don't know what the deal is with that. If it's 100% of the fees will go towards burning, it should be somewhere around 25 to 30 billion coins, which would be really good. It's not crazy, but it should be somewhere around that for multiple months. We should see it. What's it? 3 months? 3 months at like, it might be somewhere around 20. Let's say, let's give it a range of 20 to 30, right? Now, if it's 50%, we might only see 10. So I don't know. I think it's going to be somewhere around that. I think it's going to be probably just above 15. And we still will see an increase because, we're going to see the burn create hype. Typically, the burn creates a little bit more hype here. So yeah, I think we will see a pump, but it's just whether we will see that continue and whether we're entering more of a bull market. What is this cat doing behind me? Get your butthole out of the screen. I don't know what, just doing weird things. Carl, do you see this cat? Do you see him? Does anybody see this cat? He's so weird. All right, I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you for becoming a member, William Bonin. Bonin? Bonin. I haven't played an ad in a while, but thank you for becoming a member. Getting my butt kicked, Richard. I think they're only burning 50% of the fees. Yeah, so that may only be like 10 billion. Archie Neko, your thoughts? Because it seems like I was reading what I was reading and how they have a debit card coming out with. I was reading about it and it seems pretty cool actually. Let's check it out. Is it on Is it on market cap? You said Archie? No. Well, we don't have much information on here. It looks like we have barely any information. It looks like the popularity, we're only seeing $20,000 that's flowing through it. I don't know if it is something that's brand new, and it looks like it's only been about a month old. But to only see $20,000, let's look at the historical data. We've seen this in the single digit, like $97 that was traded, $60 that was traded, $1,000 that's traded. We did see some levels where we saw 15, 78. I guess in the beginning where you're starting to see some traction that goes into it, where people are like, "Oh, is this popular? Is it not?" But now we're seeing $20,000 that's flowing into it, which again is up, 65,000% in volume. But you're still seeing this down, 5%. So maybe people are making sells, and that's why you're seeing it down so far in volume. My neck. I don't know why my neck is hurting. I'm gonna have to do something here. But yeah, if we go into the contract here, just to understand the holders, you have a dead wallet of 20%. That's not bad, right? That's good to see that you do have a dead wallet. You do have a couple of open wallets, or this is a contract address. Or no, it's not. Not a contract address. Open wallet above 5%, another open wallet above 5%. These can actually tank a position, especially a position this small. It looks like they're not worth a lot, though. I mean, there's a lot of coins there, but it's not worth a lot because the overall price is not really that high. So that's something that does worry me there. The overall 28% that's in here, I'm not really worried about that much. I do want to copy this address and maybe go over to like Token Sniffer just to see. Because a lot of these coins, you don't know exactly what they're doing when it comes to the tokens that they do hold. It's like they updated their website a little bit. Hopefully this is the right. So it looks like it has a score of a 27 out of 100. They have a buy. Their buy fee is 5%. Their sell fee is 5%. That's not horrible. The token is sellable, not a honeypot at this time. That's good. Verifiable contract. Sources does not contain a minting function. Why is that something that's bad? Source does not contain a fee. Okay. Ownership renounced, or source so the ownership is not renounced and does not contain an owner contract. Owner wallet contains less than 5% of the circulating supply. Creator wallet contains less than 5% of the circulating supply. All holders possess less than 5%, right? You have those two holders that have more than 5%. Owner wallet contains less than 5% liquidity. 15% is what the owner wallet controls. So it looks like it gets a 27. Now, a lot of understand that there are a couple of things that get low scores and still, are legit projects. I mean, this is something that's brand new, does not have the popularity. So if you're looking for a way to make money out of a position as an investment, what this cat is doing, making money out of an investment, I would say that this doesn't have the popularity to do so. And it doesn't look like, I mean, you probably want to see a lot more before you can actually make that move in there. If you've invested into it, hopefully, you can make a decent amount of money. But no, with this many zeros, this low of a price, this low of a market cap as well, exchanges are not going to be willing to list it with that many zeros. Big exchanges, at least. Are you able to claim burned crypto as a loss on your taxes since you no longer have access to it? If you are, it's only up to a certain point. I'm not a tax professional, so I do my own taxes, but I don't do that. And maybe that'll save me a little bit if I did do it. But either way, with the losses that I had over this last year, which everything has dropped by 80%, it pretty much won't make a difference because you can only you can only claim so much losses. And when you have a year like we had last year, it's not really going to make a difference. For me, at least. I found out that since cats are light sleepers and see you as another cat, they come and check on you in the morning because you didn't move or wake up uh, through the night. They see us as other cats. What are you talking about? My cats don't check on me. I mean, Carl sometimes busts through the door. I don't know how he does it because the door is closed and he just finds a way to just smash through the door. And it's really kind of scary there. Like someone kicks in the door. Like, how do you do that, man? And he just stares at me. All right, so the markets today, right? We were up to a $1.09 trillion market cap. We see Bitcoin's dominance decreasing. That's from 42% down to 41%. That's good in my opinion. I feel like Bitcoin's dominance needs to decrease. You can see Ethereum kind of eating away at that at a $204 billion market cap in the last 7 days, up about 6%. So I'm happy with Ethereum. You know, Ethereum has been running the right way for me. I just can't wait until I can take my initial investment plus profit and go on about my day, you know? You cat, thank you. His name is Carl. Um, yes, they see us as just a really big cat within their family group. Well, that's nice. I like, well, I like both of them. One doesn't really clean themselves well, which is Daisy. She doesn't clean herself well, so I have to give her a bath and like cut off her fur because she weighs too much. I don't feed her too much. She just eats all of Carl's food. Um, you've definitely inspired me to do this YouTube thing, bro. I think I've got a plan on how to do it as well. Well, that's good. Be that guy. Talk your shit, and you're humble as fuck with it. Um, I don't know how anybody could come in this space and talk negatively at all. I mean, some people just don't like you. They don't like how you look, or they don't like what you're talking about. They want you to talk about the position they want you to talk about, so then they don't like you. There have been people that have tried to say, "Hey, you know, you're a scammer. You did this, you did that." Like I had somebody in my comment section saying, "Oh, saying a bunch of lies." Like, "Hey, you know," or no, it was on Twitter, I think. They're like, "Oh, this person scammed me and all of this and asked me for money and everything." And I was like, "You must have been talking to one of the people that impersonate me or that are trying to, um, act like me to get money from you because I have asked nobody for anything. I've given away more than I've received. I give away a lot. So yeah, when they see you, wait, when they see you move in the morning, they're excited to see that you're not." Do you think CRO can hit $1 this year? Yes, I do think it can hit $1, 100%. Um, it really all depends on whether we are going to see more bullish market, right? If we don't see that bullish market, then it's probably a lesser chance that it's going to make that move. Like if we see inflation start to pick up again and then, markets start to crash even more, then no, obviously, I would hate that for that to happen because I want to see gains. It's been long enough seeing all of this red in the market. So let's just do it. Let's just get it going. There's a whole group saying Matt was a scammer last year. Uh, Kicked me out of their Discord. What Discord is it? Literally, that's the thing you have to deal with. Is like I tell people all the time, if you're looking to do this YouTube thing or have any type of popularity, you can't live in the comment section because people will hate you for no reason at all. And the reason may be the fact that um, you talked about Shiba Inu when they wanted you to talk about a different position, or um, you are gaining popularity off of something, or you're able to create videos and work online rather than working a 9 to 5. Maybe they're just jealous in a way, right? There's a lot of people that just love to hate people, and you can't live in the comment section. So anybody that looks to create any type of YouTube channel or anything, know that there will be negative comments and people that come and say, you don't know shit, you don't know anything, you're dumb, all of this other stuff. And you have to weed it out because there are so many more positive comments than there are negative comments. And as long as you don't have 7 billion dislikes versus you know, 1,000 likes or something, right? A large dislike to like ratio, um, then you're good, right? There are people out there that literally thrive off the negativity on YouTube, like being a YouTuber, and they'll get like 60% dislikes versus like 40% likes or something, um, and they love it. If I saw that, like I can't live with that, and that's where things would have to change a little bit, or you would have to take a break. I've had one video that has done that. It was like a credit card video as well, where people didn't like the fact that I was talking down on Amex. Um, but I like to talk about positives and negatives, and people didn't like that. But it's okay. Um, I'm staking all of it on staking all of it on Supercharger, but it seems most people stake in on the DeFi wallet. I'm not sure why. So I stake on the DeFi wallet as well. It just the percentage is higher, right? I know nothing about it. About the position that I just talked about. Yeah, it definitely is new. You don't remember that the group of people that was saying you scam people with your BTD token? Yeah, I mean there were people that were saying that because of the fact that Trophius brought up as something I created and addressed plenty of times. Um, and I know it's tough, and I didn't realize how tough it is creating anything, and that's why I sort of just shut it down as soon as possible because it's very tough to do that. And I got to give everybody credit that's creating tokens. Lunatic's token, whoever created, you know, whatever, right? Shiba Inu. I'm trying to think of tokens, not coins. So any tokens that are created and maintained and built and all that stuff, it takes a lot of work to do all that stuff and to build the websites, a lot of money to continue to grow these things. Zelda token, like those, like all of the things that are created, it takes so much. It takes so much that I'm impressed. I'm impressed with what they can do, and then even to see like the cost to get listed on exchanges, like it's crazy to me that you have to sit here and pay, like $100,000 or $20,000 or whatever, however many $1,000 to get listed on exchanges, um, and you know, I would think like, oh, you just pay like a $10,000 fee and get your application in there, and then you're good. But no, it's like 100,000, 200,000. Like if you're a legit like token, or you want to be a legit token and tradable in all these places, like the bigger exchanges, you can pay a lot of money. And I don't mean just $100,000. I mean way more than that to get on some of these exchanges. Uh, Me and Matt both orchestrated the whole Shib burn rug pull. Didn't you know? I'm assuming those are the idiots that kicked you out of the Discord. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Can you look at their website? Can I look at their website? What was it? The Archie, this one? I would say, like, even if you do like look at their website, you understand or what they can be. The problem is that they don't have the popularity. They had volume, and the volume went away in the past couple of months, which the past month has been really big on this thing absolute or cryptocurrency skyrocketing, right? So if cryptocurrencies are moving, you would expect something like this to make a move as well. However, the volume went down. So even though they may have some sort of use case, um, things, and I've said this in the past, things can have the best use case in the world, can have a great like debit card, credit card use case to it, people that are using it as gas fees or whatever. But if it does not have the popularity, it will go nowhere. So the fact that it does not have that popularity here and only has $20,000 in volume and way less than that In previous days, it's kind of concerning to me as an investment. And if you are an investor looking into something that's this cheap of a price, um, and you feel as though it does have an opportunity to grow, then get your put your foot in the water, dip your foot in the water, dip your toes in the water. But I don't suggest anybody sits here and goes all in on a play like this. Like the website looks like it's well put together, right? Um, how to buy, create a wallet, send your ETH to your wallet, connect to Uniswap. It tells you all that stuff. What it's all about, highly secured, opportunistic burns, a unique feature that allows is tailored into the system by the developers to initiate the manual burns randomly. This will decrease the total circulating supply and give a higher value to our token. Obviously, that's something we all want. Think Archie, think good. Our token is based on a 3% buy and 4% of selling taxes, and help build a liquidity pool. I have a strong liquidity pool. Helps the project earn trust and investors. Uh, our ecosystem. Let's see. What is it all about? Mission. Archie's team will result in a driven organization and a culture built on love and kindness, on a result-driven effort, on action, and not mere words. While being fully transparent to the community, we will strive to drive growth, increase the value of the token, and share the growth and value and wealth in our community members. We will use Archie Foundation. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it just looks like it doesn't have the. I mean, everything seems to be. It looks like it's set up great, and maybe they have a solid roadmap that I really don't want to spend a crazy amount of time going into. But I can tell you, like I said, anything can have a great use case, can have um, you know great opportunity for growth. But the problem is that if the volume is not there, it's not going anywhere. You know, does that make sense? So, anyways, let's finish up and go look at some positions that have been moving for the last 24 hours. Any of those? So Sandbox has been moving. So yeah, you have Near Protocol, um, IMX that's moving a little bit over the last 7 days, up 52%. H bar up about 12%. You have Flow, uh, Kava. I'm saying that right. Uh, Basic attention token. I remember there are a lot of discussions that were happening there around that. Axie that's up 7% in the last 24 hours. In the last hour, it's down 2%. DAX that's up. Algorand that's up 6%. That's good to see. Chronos that's up about 4.6%. I want to see that grow a lot further because Chronos has so much more potential than where it's at, and I just can't wait until that does fully pick up there. Um, But yeah, I think Tezos is up quite a bit. It's up to $1.22. I talked about this on Patreon a while back. Like, I don't know where it was, but I talked about it a while back. I think it was at like 90 cents maybe. I wish you could search for things. You can't search for anything. Yeah, I talked about it a while back and go through a lot of different things on Patreon. If you guys want to be a part of Patreon, feel free to be a part of it. Link is in the description. I go through different buys that I make, different sells that I make. I have spreadsheets. I have a Discord group. We have all these different things that we have there. Education. I just talked about Tezos here. So that was on um, November 11th, 2022. And in November, let's see where the price was for Tezos. Because I just bought 1,000. I did buy more as well. Um, let's look at 3 months. In November 2022, November 11th, somewhere around there. So yeah, around $1.07. So I'm up a little bit. But I did buy more somewhere around the lower points. I can't remember exactly where it was. Because right now, I believe I have, or no, I didn't. I have a thousand there. I thought I bought more, or maybe it's on a different platform. But I have 1,000 here. That's up a little bit. Um, you know, and overall, I think I'm down from the last time I held it. So it's good to see Tesla's making a move, but the highest point that that's been to is like $9. So it definitely has a lot of potential to run, and it's good to see that it is up quite a bit today. You know, being up 4% today, up to $1.22. So that's good. It's good to see. I thought it was lower than that. I thought I bought it at 90 for some reason. It was a different position, but either way, still bought it at a lower point, and it's at a higher point. Usually, Bitcoin and Ethereum start the bull run, but we have more money being put in meme coins now, and the market is up. I think there's a lot of money that's being put. I wouldn't say there's more money being put in meme coins or in popular coins. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Richie. I appreciate that a lot. Um, but yeah, I think there's a lot of money that's flowing into Bitcoin and Ethereum still. You know, percentage wise, you're still looking at a higher point. You're looking at 8.3 billion that's flowing through Ethereum by itself. You know, 26.4 billion that flows through Bitcoin. But then you can see anything that's altcoins. You know, you could see BNB that has 500 million dollars that's flowing through it. You have XRP that has about $1 billion that's flowing through it. Cardano that has 400,000. So yes, total, you probably see everything else that's really has more of the volume there in the day. So yeah, I mean other things are up and coming, and they're going to be taking over. Not saying the 1 and 2 spot, but they could be jumping into the top 10 or the top 5. Really. All mods, if you're available today at 3 p.m. Eastern, I could use your help for a live chat. Um, I support my guys. How you, Trev? What do you what's the live stream? Just a standard live stream at 3 p.m. Is it just a standard live stream, or do you have a certain thing that's going on, a certain interview or something? Da 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 da. Yeah, is it I don't know if there's a lag, but is it like a regular live stream, or are you just going over cryptocurrency, or do you have an interview, DJ Trev? You look at AGIX, it's down by 12% now. So instead of being down by 9%, it's down by 12%. So like I said, just be careful with these things. I'm not saying that it's absolutely going to fall down, but there's a potential chance that it could decrease quite a bit. So just be careful. Anyways, guys, if you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so. You know, we got about 183 likes. We got 161 people here, but I'm sure there's people that haven't um, hit the like button. Interviewing our new COC member. Okay. And what the plans are and everything and all that. How long do you expect the interview to last for? Like an hour, two? I know I'm asking you all these questions. Matt Scatton, sort of. I beatboxing, whatever you want to call it. I'm scatting. I'll scat all day. All right, so I think we're pretty much done today. It's 8:30 or about 8:30. Guys, if you could, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel, as well as if you guys want to sign up for any referral links that are down there, KuCoin, Crypto.com, Weeble. Check out any of those. All of those have their own value to it. I feel like KuCoin is great. I feel like Crypto.com is good. I feel like Weeble, you'll be able to get some cryptocurrency, as well as being able to buy stocks and have a great platform for breaking down a lot of these investments as well. So you definitely want to check that out. Maybe an hour. Okay. Hours behind on your stream. I don't know why it keeps going behind on mine to see if I'm actually live, because I think the latency is actually lower, because I did a low latency, not an ultra low latency, but a low latency, so it should be quicker. It shouldn't be like 15 seconds. Smash the like button like you get a prize. Yeah, we're almost at 200 likes. I mean, we're at 193. If you guys can hit the like button, we need 7 more likes. I would appreciate it a lot. But anyways, guys, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys want to follow me on Patreon, feel free to follow me on Patreon. Again, we have a lot of different videos, a lot of different things that we post here. And I love to create content. I want to be able to do this full time. So if I can do this and only post maybe 2 videos over here and have more of a centralized group that we can all connect and go through different investments together, different opportunities together, and not worry about the views and worry about the quantity of updates and alerts and buys and sells that come out. That's what I really want to do, is be able to let people know everything that I'm buying, everything that I'm selling, all the different trending topics, all the different things that are happening. If we can focus directly on something like this without worrying about the views, I mean, it goes a long way. It really does. So guys, if you want to go ahead and do that, go ahead and do that. As well as if you guys want to check me out on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, and we're on the road to 16,000 followers. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Oh, we just hit 2. I stopped I was about to stop the stream, and I didn't, because I just saw that we hit 201 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the members. I appreciate the moderators. I appreciate all of the subscribers. Everybody here, I appreciate you so much. So again, thank you.